It's been a little while since I've been on. Life has been really busy the last few weeks, so I do apologize. But I am live today with an update on how I've been doing on Atkins. I'm calling it phase 2. Um, so if this is your first time here, my name is Lori. This is Lori's Journey. I talked about doing the Atkins diet and my experiences, what helps me. I keep it real here. I talk about my failures as well as the good days. So I don't want to sit here and pretend that I've got it all figured out, perfect and all that. That's not what I do here. But before we get into it, I will say my little disclaimer. I'm not a medical professional. So if you're thinking about this diet or any other diet for that matter, seek medical advice from your doctor before doing anything that I recommend or talk about in my videos. So today I'm just going to be kind of really quick, actually. I don't have too much to say, but I do want to share how I've been doing. I did really good in January and February, and I don't know what happened in March. I've just really been doing a bad job of staying on track. And it's not any certain thing, any certain craving or anything. It's just, I don't know. I really don't know. So I won't even try to explain it, but yeah, I haven't done too well in March, and in fact, I gained some weight. So that's not making me happy. But I will show you my before and after photos. I'll do that right now. The one on the left, obviously, is from January, the first Monday of the year. And the April one, I just took this Sunday. So I try to keep it. I always start at the beginning of the week. But anyway, there's my photos. I do think that, you can see in my hips right here. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but maybe there's a little bit of weight loss in there. But of course, it could be the way my arms are too. I hold them different each time. I hate that. But anyway, that's the photos. So I'm going to take a look here. Yeah, over the course of 90 days, I'm trying to see here. Yeah, I'm not even going to say what I gained, but it's not looking good. But I did see that I take my measurements of my neck. That stayed the same. My waist stayed exactly the same. My hips, I went down about an inch and a half, it looks like. And then it went up about a half an inch. So that's not too bad. I didn't gain it all back, So my hips are smaller. My thigh stayed about the same. And my arm stayed exactly the same. So that's how that is. But my weight, let's see. I'm trying to look on, I know you can't see this, but I'm trying to look onto my MyFitnessPal page right now. Looks like 8 pounds I gained. So yeah, I'm not pleased with that, but it is what it is. And the way I take that is that makes me work harder. Starting out with April, I actually came across some ebooks on keto, and it has a whole bunch of recipes. There's a lot of them that I don't like, but there's a lot of them that I think I will like. So I'm gonna be I need to go grocery shopping so I can make some of these recipes. Like, just basic scrambled eggs and sausage. That's getting kind of boring for me. And so there's some recipes for different breakfasts that I can kick it up a notch. Of course, I've had low carb uh, waffles. I got this little bitty waffle maker, and I made low carb waffles with almond flour. And so they're pretty good. But, I try not to have my meal just almond flour. I want to have something of substance in it. I realize that almonds have nutrition, but I also don't want to just sit there and eat that kind of thing, because then it's just the same as the way I used to eat before. It's just I replaced it with almond flour, and that's not what I want. I want this to be healthier. But, time to time, I will have low carb waffles, which I haven't had in a while. But hold on, I'm sorry, I'm catching a cold. I gotta do this. But yeah, it's just I don't want to be doing what I was doing before. I want to have my vegetables and my meats and proteins to keep me healthy. So I'm going to be trying out these different recipes that I found, and I'm hoping that that will help me to stay on track. I need to get to the grocery store so I can make them, like I said, but yeah, that's my plan right now. And so I'm also I know that a lot of people talk about elimination diets, which I don't know if I'd call this an elimination diet, but at the very beginning, it really is. When you first get started, you're very limited to what you can have. And then as you go on, you can add this thing and that thing into it. But then the thing is, there's so many low carb snacks and things out there to replace what you used to have. And I think that gets me back into the bad eating habits. And when you just replace your regular sugar with a different kind of sugar, then it's not, I don't know. That's just me. But also, I did have some problems with using erythritol a while back. It was actually making me sick. And I have heard other people say that if they have a lot of erythritol, that it affects them as well. So you need to keep it limited if that happens to you. But I've noticed I really don't make very many things that take sugar. Every once in a while, I will make a low carb brownie or a low carb cookie. So that's about the only time that I use sugar of any kind. And there's recipes from time to time. It'll have like 1 tablespoon of sugar in the recipe. And so, yeah, I use the replacement, but still, when you have a whole entire meal, are you really having that much sugar? No, you're not. You're having like an eighth of a teaspoon or something when you put 1 tablespoon into the recipe. But I really don't eat. When I make dinner at home, I really don't have a lot of sugars. And I did find some low carb bread. I keep it in the freezer, and maybe once a week I've been having some, and it's low carb. So, I don't think that's where my downfall is. My downfall has been went out to eat with my husband a couple times. I had, Mexican is our favorite thing to do. Now, the last time I went, I did have their taco salad, and that was a very good choice, and it was very filling. They put a lot more meat in there than most places do. And I think that's going to be my go-to now. But yeah, it's hard when you want to still live life, but you're trying to be making healthy choices. And so that's where I come from with this. But I don't know. I'm just going to keep going. I know that I lost 20 pounds in 2020, and I struggled for probably 6 months of it. So I'm not a person that gives up. I keep going. I'm kind of stubborn that way. So I'm just going to keep going. So hopefully my next update will be a lot better. And that's another reason why I'm only updating every 3 months is because, well, it gets kind of monotonous when I do it every month, but 3 months really shows me how I'm doing. It's a good check-in time to say, okay, this wasn't a good time frame. I can work better on the next one. And it's also where I can look back and say what did work. And when it's not working, I can just basically say, okay, I need to work harder. And that's where I'm at today. I am going to work harder for April. And I just focus on April. That's all. I try to just focus on this week. Sorry, gotta do this again. But that's all I really got on that. I'm going to show you the pictures again one more time. So there you go. That's the results from the last 3 months. So I hope that is something that motivates you if you're struggling with Atkins or any diet. And that's all I got for today. So I'll try to be back next week and continue with the Diet Revolution book. And I do have some other plans for other videos once we get through what we need to get through on that. But until then, join the journey.